Hello, 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 and welcome to A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Today's Pick a Card Love Tarot reading. We are going over what is going on with your person. I am reading this from a minimal contact to no contact perspective. You can really watch this about anyone. That's completely up to you, but I will be reading from that perspective. So just a heads up. But again, feel free to watch about whoever just to get some insight to what's going on with your person. So I have 3 piles for you guys today. Pile 1, we have this lovely little sticker. It says reader, or the reader. Pile 2, we have a death. And pile 3, we have the lovers. These are all cute little stickers that I picked up this morning from this really cool thrift bookstore that just opened not too far from me called the Book Rescuers. So I thought those were cute and I thought they'd be cool toppers. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, feel free to watch more than one pile. These are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You can watch different piles for different people. Totally fine as well. I'm trying to think, what else do I want to say? I hope everybody's doing really well. And again, I'm thankful that you guys are here, so I have energy to read. So appreciate that for showing up. And yeah, okay, I'm just gonna leave these out for a moment. If you need more time, feel free to pause the screen. Also, a friendly reminder, I am available for personal readings. I do have the link to my bookings in the description box if you're interested in a personal reading. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, timestamps will be in the description box or in the pinned comment, and I will see you at your pile. Bye guys. Hello, 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 my lovely pile 1s. You picked the card or the sticker reader, the reader, little skeleton reading a book there. And we are going over what is going on with your person, what's happening with them. I am reading from a no contact or minimal contact perspective, but you can really watch about anyone. That's totally fine. We'll go over a couple different aspects in this reading. So it should give you a lot of insight and details. So I am going to start with a quick energy check-in. If that's not your thing, feel free to scroll through till you see me start pulling from the tarot. So, but for those that enjoy energy check-ins, let's start there. Okay. Energy check-in pile 1. And the point of this is for something, if not all of this, to kind of ring true for you. I like to clarify that because sometimes it's really contradictory energy that comes up, because I guess that lots of different people are watching this. So, but I'll have similar situations. So let's see. Energy check-in. Pile 1. And energy check-in. Pile 1. All right, let's see what we have. We have confidence. So there could be, someone could have a lot of high confidence. Someone could be working on building their confidence. But confidence is a factor in the energy. Maybe lacking confidence as well. We have Pisces showing up. So it's a water sign. So anytime in Pisces season could be important for some of you, which is on this card, February 19th through March 20th. I know there's some variations in there, but end of February, beginning of March time could be important. The number 23 is on this as well. It says Pisces are compassionate, devoted dreamers, gracious and sensitive. They enjoy retreats, daydreaming, and forming deep connections. Negative traits: escapist, secretive, and pessimistic. So any of that verbiage could relate to you, your person, or the situation, or they could be a Pisces. We have unexpected blessing. So there could be something unexpected about this connection, unexpected, but the blessing on here makes it feel good. But some of you guys could just have something unexpected. I am reading from no contact, so maybe some of that no contact, was unexpected. We have here and now. Your true love is already a part of your life. So you could feel like this is a true love connection. You could be wishing they're here and now. I mean, some of you may be watching about someone that isn't no contact, but you know, again, going to read from that perspective. We do have third party, love triangle, relationship with another woman or man, secret hookup. So some of you that may relate to a third party situation. Also with third party, sometimes it's situational. It's usually just like a conflict. So say like you worked with somebody and it's against your work policy to date that person or something like that could also be a third party situation. So just adding that in as well. But definitely the same meanings that are on this card, but just add in that situation as well. And then we have palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. So there could be something related to those key factors or palm trees in general. We do have 2 trees here. Trying to see what else is in here. Do we have any other numbers? Nope. So we just have the number 23 that showed up, and 3 from third party. So basically, I'm not going to try to pick that apart. If any of that rings true for you, helped you know you're in the right spot. If this helped you know, someone could be an avid reader as well with this, or someone could be a tarot reader. Books could be important, writing could be important, someone could be an author as well. So let's jump into the tarot if you feel like you're in the right spot. I'm gonna move this over. Sorry, okay. Sure, have room for everything. This tarot deck's a little bit bigger than some of my other decks, so I just want to make sure we have room for this. All right. Using the Tarot of the Mystical Moments. This was donated to the channel by Holly over from Crystal Rose Tarot. We start off with an Ace of Cups. We have the Hermit, so Virgo energy showing up. We have the Four of Swords. Page of Wands. I was going to say about Holly over at Crystal Rose Tarot. She does some really awesome love readings as well as other readings. Very detailed. If you haven't checked her out, please do so. All right, so Ace of Cups, Hermit, Four of Swords, Page of Wands. I want to clarify these before I get too far into this. I'm really interested about this Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups is a new beginning in love. So some of your people, they may potentially be in a different connection, those kinds of things. But let's clarify this. What is going on with pile one's person? The Chariot. Could clarify the Hermit. Two of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Eight of Cups. All right. So overall energy is the Moon, which is that Pisces connection again. All right, pile one. I'm going to just drop some stuff. There might be there's a trigger warning here. So if you are worried or we're looking for just an overall just fun and dandy reading, this might not be your pile. So warning you now, feel free to pick a different one. Not that this is bad. Anyone who's staying for this, not that this is bad. It's just I have a feeling some people may not want to hear this. So what's going on with your person does feel like your person is starting some sort of new emotional beginning. And this could involve this person moving or leaving, going somewhere else, going on a trip, trying to let go of something, being really secluded and trying to plan their next steps. So if they haven't moved or it feels like they're focusing on trying to take this leap of faith. There is a lot of change going on with this person. And this comes after a period of this person really kind of taking solitude, really going within, meditating, trying to figure out what it is. And we have this Page of Wands here, but this Page of Wands has, you know, this little magnifying glass here. So this person really feels like they are looking into what it is they really want. So we have an Eight of Cups, which is also can be about leaving. It's about leaving everything that no longer serves you to go after your heart's desire. So, I mean, I guess this could be a good thing if you're at long distance from this person. They could be, you know, bridging that gap between you guys. That could be someone's story. I'm not trying to jump around so much. I'm sorry for that, but there are a lot of different, like, I'm literally seeing like pages of a book of all these like different stories that are popping up. So I'm trying to make it cohesive the best I can, and not jump around too much. So the moon being here, the moon is about, it can be about hidden things. It can be it's attached to our emotions. It's about being seen, or the fear of being seen, but also someone that is starting to step through to be seen, you know, stepping into the light. And we have this girl, and she's, you know, on the top is a girl, but the bottom looks like she's an octopus. So it's like someone wanting to reveal all aspects of themselves. So the way it looks, I mean, not everybody's person, I guess, is moving. You know, it does feel like this person is ready to step out in a new way, have a new beginning, move forward in a very authentic way. So if your person was living or leading a life that wasn't truly them and you knew that, it does feel like this is the shift that this person is having. This is something this person's maybe possibly been contemplating a long time. I know specifically somebody's person's moving because they're literally showing you that, but it's just this person is having some sort of fresh start that's pushing them forward, pushing them to go somewhere. And this isn't, but this doesn't feel like a rash decision. This isn't like, you know, this would be something they've talked about or thought about for quite some time. So some of you may have known this plan. This person's like, one day I'm going to do this. One day I'm going to do this. One day I'm going to, you know, step past fear and go after my heart's desire. And I'm really, really looking at that. I'm really getting in tuned with what it is that my heart, what makes me tick, what, you know, what makes, you know, my personal world go round. And that person's been looking at that and wanting that change, but going after that change and going towards whatever this change is. So keyword, everybody's person. There's change happening and some sort of new beginning for this person that is propelling them forward. I know some of you are probably thinking, is it somebody else? Blah, blah, blah. That's going to be specific to your situation. If I pull cards for that, I think it's going to discount a lot of people's situations as well, because I don't feel like that's a prominent energy, if I'm being very honest. But it could be. Can I clarify this Ace of Cups, Chariot combination? Can I get a little extra information? All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So some of them may be starting some sort of new work. This could be a passion project of them that's forcing this person to go forward, something that they're getting to actually put work into to propel them forward. I need to give a nod to Cancer here. So Cancer, Virgo, Pisces. But I feel like, yeah, somebody is literally moving homes. Maybe putting in, like, if your person's heart's desire was to go buy fixer-uppers and do that and transform a house, you know, and from the bottom up, that's something this person is doing. Can we get a little more insight to this Page of Wands, Eight of Cups? The Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands can be defensive, but it's about, you know, challenges and overcoming challenges. And we have, you know, this little mountain, which a lot of times, like in the Lenormand, it's seen as a challenge, as the mountain. But we have this goat. We have a mountain goat, and the mountain goat is standing on top of it. So I do think that this person is willing to go after whatever is their heart's desire, no matter what the challenge is. So this person just really feels like they're finally doing the thing. They're finally having a fresh start. They're finally following their heart. They're really stepping in, being seen. They're going to be being their most authentic self here. That's how this is all showing up for this person. All right, I'm going to see any recent realizations that this person's had. Can we get some insight to this person's realizations? Move all this up a bit. Pile one's realizations. What have they realized? Page of Wands again. This really feels like this person is realizing a lot about what their passions are, where they want to go, where they kind of want to have, you know, some sort of fresh start, have a new project, have a new creative idea. So they have a realization around something that sparks them. You know, and that also could be a message. Our pages are our messengers, and, you know, the wands are, you know, our fiery creativity, energy. Ooh, realization. Two of Swords. So this person, we have a little blind mole here. So this person, they have a realization that their life is their choice. Like they have to make a choice. Like they can't stand still anymore. They have to move forward. In order to do that, they have to pick whatever something is. So they've realized that they have to make this choice to do this. If this person was kind of waiting for things to happen, you know, it's like realizing that I have to make a choice. I have to put the effort in. I have to go after this. I have to make this change. I can't just sit back and allow it to just, you know, play out. The Magician. Yeah, this really feels like this person is having a lot of realizations around their own empowerment and what they're able to manifest or bring in for themselves, their own magic per se. But this is about, you know, making things real, you know, being empowered. Gosh, I wish there weren't so many storylines. Woof. Goodness. So many of you guys must have been drawn to this reader card. Must be have all of book talk here. No, I'm just kidding. But so yeah, realize that they have to make the choice to go after this, but they have the power to do it. So I feel like someone's watching about someone that you've been like, they've been in a situation that they were unhappy with for so long, and you felt like maybe they'll always be stuck. And here it is. They're finally making that move. They're finally making that choice. They're finally going after it. They're finally facing their fears, everything that was holding them back, and they're finally doing the thing. All right, I have ringing in my right ear. So interesting. I don't have that too often. All right, I get my left ear a lot, not my right ear. So I want to look at this person's feelings towards you as the viewer. So how is this person feeling about the viewer at this time? The Snake. Competition, enemy, the other woman, look over your shoulder. Okay. We did have that third party. So some of them could see you as competition. Someone could see you as the other woman. But the Snake. That's a little ouch. Okay, let's see what else. They also might feel like you can't be, you know, they're not sure if they can trust their feelings for you, because that look over your shoulder energy is like, can I trust this? And take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Then we have Love Call. Interesting. See, we have like a lot of, I told you there's a lot of different things that are popping up, and I'm like, they're contradicting themselves, like the messages I'm getting. So if you lean towards that, you really think this person would kind of view you that way, you know, there you go. If you don't, you're like, no, I'm not this, my person would never see me that way, then this would be your side of it. So it says Love Call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you and informing you. Again, there's some sort of action this person has realizes they have to take, that they have to make this choice. Like they have to, you know, address this challenge, whatever it may be to them. They have to do it. And it involves, you know, letting you know something. I did ask about their feelings, and this is expressing it, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, letting you know. You know, you might get a message saying, hey, you've been on my mind. Hey, I've been thinking about you. Those kinds of things. I'm going to pull one more. Any other insight to feelings? Blowing a kiss, unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. We have date on the bottom. So the majority energy is a loving energy. Some of you have the other one. Again, if it feels like your person, take it. If it doesn't, there you go. All right. Or it could just be an indicator of this third party. Maybe that's what they're leaving as well. All right, what do I want to ask next? I think we're going to get some song cards. So with the songs, there'll be a message for you in the lyrics. If you want to look up the lyrics, pick one of the songs, listen to all the songs, whatever you want to do, totally up to you. But let's see, pile one's songs. Okay. Hearts on Fire by Passenger. Just came on my station today. The Power of Love, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. I can't not think of Back to the Future with that song. We have Amber by 311, so someone's name might also be Amber. We have How's It Gonna Be by Third Eye Blind. And we'll take those two. Oh my gosh. I almost dropped this whole deck on the floor. All right, You Found Me by The Fray. And Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers. So there are your songs, pile one, if you want to screenshot that and look up one of the songs or all the songs, wherever you feel drawn, and look up the lyrics or listen. I'm going to pull some message cards. I feel like we got in between energy, so let's pull some messages from here. So what does pile one's person want to say? What do they want them to know? Shadow, I'm in a dark place right now. I can't admit that I'm wrong. I'm trying to be deserving of you. Don't lose hope for us. It can all work out. Or we can work it out. Being apart has changed my life. You challenge me in ways that make me grow. I'm trying to bury my love for you. I should have been honest about my feelings. And we come from different worlds. I'm settling for the life I thought I wanted, and I still love you and I want to be with you. So those are your messages, pile one. I'm going to move on just to some extra confirmations for those that like that. Friendly reminder, if you're interested in a personal reading versus a general reading, you can find my booking information in the description box. All right, so let's see, pile one. For those that need extra confirmation that this is indeed their reading or their person, and please provide that. And this could be confirmations about you or your person. All right, we have Mercury. So communication, someone also may be a singer or work with their voice. We have the fourth house, that's Cancer. We also have Aquarius here. Mercury is associated with Virgo and Gemini as well. Someone may have Mercury in the fourth house in Aquarius. It could be very specific that way for you. If you know your birth chart, this could be your person or you. Let's get some attributes. Let's see, actually I think there's a couple more zodiac signs that want to come out. All right, let's see what we have. We have Cancer, Aquarius, Leo, and Libra. We have hard worker, short, so someone could be of a short stature, passionate, and detail-oriented. All right, we have Leo, anxious, so someone might have anxiety problems, but driven. And let's get some letters. We'll see if we can get some names, some words, locations, initials. Mix this up really good. All right, pile one's letters. Okay, we have a G, R, G, C, T, D, N, F, M, and W. So I did not get any vowels, so that makes it a little harder for spelling things out. So I'm just gonna let you guys look at that. I'm not really getting any names off the top of my head, but if you see your initials, their initials, anything close, a location, something that fits for you, take that as confirmation. And there you guys go. So thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for sitting through a very weird I've been in this reading, if I'm being really honest, I'm like, should I stop and redo this one? But I also recognize sometimes things don't make sense for me as the reader because I haven't been in that situation, but makes perfect sense to you guys. So I'm just going to go with it, but I do feel like that was all over the board, so I apologize. I did my best to, there was a lot of different energies coming in there in this reading, so that was, I usually have like one-offs, but it was just like chaos. So I don't know if that maybe chaotic energy makes sense for somebody out there. Not that it was bad, it was just interesting. Like I couldn't hold on to one. I usually get definitive storylines that pop in very easily, and it was just like boop, 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 like someone flipping through channels or something. It was very weird. So thanks for sitting through that one. Made me feel like a novice all over again. I'm like, okay, I know how to do this, and this is woo. Anyways, so thank you guys so much. I hope it made sense for you. I hope it resonated for you, and thank you for being here and sending you lots of love. Bye. Love you. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 2. You picked this lovely little death sticker. So that already tells me something about you guys in a good way. I feel like people are so afraid of this card sometimes. I'm like, dude, it's just about the death and rebirth cycle. It's, you know, ending of one thing, coming back alive, right? So very much Scorpio energy. So some of you may relate to that, or 8th house energy, something like that. Okay, but to get to the point of this, we are looking into what is happening with your person, what's going on with your person. I am reading this from a no contact or little to no contact situation, but you can really watch about anyone. That's totally fine. Just know my perspective will be in that context. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to start with a quick energy check-in. If you know you're in the right space and you don't need that or you don't want it, feel free to scroll through till you see me start pulling from the tarot. But let's start for everybody else. Energy check-in, pile 2. Woo. I love flyers. So the point of the energy check-in is for something, like at least a piece of this, if not all of it, to ring true for you and your situation or your person. There's something should be like, okay, yeah. We have Drama Queen that just wanted to pop out. That's not the one I'm taking. All right. But yeah, so something here should resonate for you in your story. You can also ask your guides, angels, the universe, your higher self, however you want to verbalize that for a sign and synchronicity, even if it's odd. In this reading, sometimes I get really weird things that pop into my head, and I try to always say whatever odd thing pops in because it's typically for somebody. And it's always fun when those things are so obscure and someone's like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I needed. All right, so this one wants to come out. Okay, let's see. So I was shuffling this deck before, and I was like, I saw this and I was like, oh, love. It's like a very goddess Aphrodite card, and I was like, what a lovely card, and here you are having it. So we have a lot of love energy showing up here. We have 11th house, which is ruled by Aquarius, but it says friendship and community. The 11th house represents your friendships and who you share your accomplishments with. It also can be associated with technology, so there could be some online kind of vibes going on with this connection. All right, we have why. So there could be a lot of questioning, like, what's going on? Why has this happened? What is the purpose of me knowing this person? Those kinds of things. So there's a lot of whys, or someone could just be very inquisitive as well. We do have true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. So we have love, and then we have true love. So this makes me a little sad with this energy popping up in a no contact reading, but here we are. So we have gift, date, letting you know, surprise, and thinking of you. Also, someone could be just really good at gift giving, or I feel like sometimes when the gifts comes up, I feel like there's like someone has a gift for somebody else and you haven't been able to give it to them, or vice versa. You know, they have a gift for you, but you haven't been able to exchange it for whatever reason. So we have gift here. We also have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, being happier. Maybe some of you guys are moving into, since you are apart from this person, maybe you're just in the energy of love, trying to call in love, trying to call in, you know, unconditional love, making healthy choices for yourself, having a lot of self-love. You know, she looks like she has this rose quartz here, which rose quartz is for love. I always used it a lot for like self-love and reminding myself to keep some love for myself, especially if you're a giver and you have a tendency to give all your love away. It's good to keep some rose quartz on you. And fun little story, I don't know why I'm sharing this real quick, this is the one I always kept on me. This rose quartz for years, kept in my pocket along with a piece of obsidian, and it fell out and broke. I guess when I accomplished my goal of learning to fully love myself. You know, they say when a crystal breaks, you no longer need it. So I always keep it, but I don't keep it on me anymore. But for years, I kept it on myself. And if you're on a self-love journey or just trying to be kinder to yourself, you know, having a little piece of rose quartz around is not a bad thing. But that's my little fun story. Okay, and our last card, we have cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So there could be, I know cassettes always give me 80s, 90s vibes, so there could be a relation there. Music could be related, but also just something like overthinking, replaying this. Maybe this is where this why is coming in. Maybe you're doing really good with this self-love kind of thing, and you're like, why? Or there was so much love here, and why are we apart? Something along those lines. So if any of that rings true for you, and you also had the death card, so there could be a death and rebirth cycle going on, or a pattern within this connection. Also, again, Scorpio vibes, 8th house vibes as well. But let's jump into the tarot. So let's see what's going on with them. The first part of this is a little more general. Just getting messages, again, what's going on with them. I'll dive into different aspects depending on what comes up in the reading. We might look into feelings, things of that nature, but we'll see where it takes us. I never really know. I just go with it. So what is going on with pile 2's person? What's going on with them? So we have a Knight of Pentacles. This is dedicated energy, but this is slow moving energy. Like the slow and steady wins the race. Very tortoise in the hare kind of vibe, but the tortoise crosses the line. This also can be about an actual like tangible offer at times, because the pentacles are our real, you know, things we can hold on to. So it might be slow moving, but yet it's here. We have an Ace of Pentacles, so some sort of new tangible beginning. So your person is slowly moving towards, it feels like some sort of goal, making something a reality. We also have the Seven of Cups, thinking a lot about things, really contemplating their options, looking through that, thinking through that. These cards are a little bit bigger. Love this deck. This deck was donated to the channel by Holly over at Crystal Rose Tarot. Amazing reader, good friend of mine. If you haven't checked out our channel, please do so. Give her some love from us over here. All right, so we also have, the Empress and the Star. So Libra, Taurus energy and Aquarius energy. I'm going to clarify all these before I get into this. I really do feel like a lot of this energy is pointed at the viewer. There is like this hope and this wish for some sort of creation. This person, again, it feels like they're trying to plan things out or think things through about some sort of new start, some sort of new beginning. All right, let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Yeah, this person is making a decision, but they have been slow to make this choice. But it feels like this person is like, once they decide on something, they're like steady and even on this choice. So if this person has felt like they're moving like molasses, it's because they really don't want to do the wrong thing. They don't want to make the wrong choice. That could be a little bit analysis paralysis kind of vibe going on, but it does feel like this person is slowly getting to the choice, but this choice is going to be a very strong, firm choice. Can we clarify what this Ace of Pentacles is about? What's this new beginning? King of Cups. Wow. Okay. This is a new beginning, a deep emotion, coming from a deep emotional place in this person. We do have this ship here, really like sailing forward, moving forward. Like I said, like this energy feels more directed at a person. I'm assuming you guys. Pile one was very different from this. So but let's keep going. I feel like I had to pull teeth to get more stuff from that one. Oh my goodness. All right. Six of Cups. So Six of Cups for me is one of like my soul level connections. This can be soul family. This can be things from our past, connections from our current life, past, or even past lives. But I feel like this person is thinking a lot about this, possibly in daydreaming about a reunion. So the Six of Cups can be that reunion coming back around energy. And the Seven of Cups, again, can be wishful thinking, can be fantasizing, but it's also kind of just going through my options. Like, what do I do? Which star do I wish on? We have this very much this wish for something real, creating something beautiful. But let's clarify this energy. Nine of Swords. With all that, this person is thinking a lot about it, and it's possibly keeping them up at night. Like, what to do? What am I going to do? Because their overall energy, guys, is a Five of Cups. So this person is feeling regretful. They are focused on something from their past that didn't work out. Again, this is a no contact reading, so I'm going to assume that it's you guys, especially with all this energy that we started off with. I'm trying to stick this in somewhere. All right. So yeah, I feel like your person is making some sort of choice to have some sort of new start, and it's coming from a very deeply emotional place. They have been thinking a lot about this, also a little reminiscing, a little romanticizing the past, but also I think there's some sorrow here with this Five of Cups energy, feeling regretful, because it's like, I had this all, I had this creation, I had everything I wished, and maybe if again, we don't have that because we're in no contact, that's causing this person to be up a lot at night. They're overthinking it. And a lot of that is probably spawned on by this regret that they have. All right, let's see. I want to look at realizations. Any recent realizations that this person has had about the viewer, since we are looking at no contact? What recent realizations has this person had? The King of Wands. They could have realizations about their ego, or even feeling more confident. So this is kind of coming up, like confident in a choice, where their passion is, what really sets their soul on fire. You know, things that light them up. What other realizations has this person had? Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is recognition. It can be seen as like an award, an accolade, things like that. We do have these birds flying forward here. Very Six of Swords kind of energy, but this is the Six of Wands. But it does feel like I'm realizing things. I'm aware of you. I'm recognizing what this is. I'm recognizing what this means to me. I'm recognizing where this has lit me up. Let's do one more. Realizations. The Page of Swords. Also, this person's had a realization on that they still have a lot to learn, but they want to learn. They want to grow. They want to be that student of life, or the student of you, you know? So yeah, and then we have the Fool right on the bottom, like wanting this fresh start, wanting this new beginning, this new, very real new beginning that's coming from that heart space. So I asked what their realizations were about you. So I definitely think that this energy is very much focused on you. because, yeah, we're realizing that I want this fresh start. I'm realizing like, almost like being a student of the situation, like really, really learning, trying to be aware, trying to grow as a person so they can have this fresh start. What's under here? We have the Seven of Cups again. Yeah, really kind of thinking through what's the best way to do. Now there's an overarching energy of regret and sadness here. So I should have done this, I could have done that, those kinds of things kind of coming in. All right, I'm going to look into their current feelings for you. So can we see some current feelings in this person? Engagement ring, wow. Higher commitment, eternity, partnership, and union. So they feel very committed to this. They feel their feelings are very committed to you. I'm interested to see how this energy is going to show up, though. Clock, needing time, cycles, takes time to heal and processing. Progressing. Okay, so timing could be an issue here. So their feelings like they're taking time. Again, they've really thought this through. But again, this person, their energy feels like they don't like to make impulsive decisions. But again, when they make a decision, like they're steadfast on that decision. They also could recognize like how long it's been taking them. And also that your feelings are just always there, you know, like a ticking clock. They don't go away. So we have hammer. It says sabotage and rebuild, persistent, working on it and repairing. So I do think that this person is repairing. They're repairing a ring here. We do have not enough on the bottom. So lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego, fear, frustrations. So, you know, they're recognizing certain things, but this person is still caught a little bit in a not enough. Maybe some of them have done things where they don't think they deserve to be in your good graces, those kinds of things. But I do think this person is trying to work through that, trying to, again, figure this out, be a student of learning. Some of them could be actually have like been going to therapy or thinking about that, or just working towards being a better version of themselves because of this, because of these realizations that they've had here. All right, I'm going to pull a different deck so I don't get confused. I'm going to look at this person's intentions towards you, or just some of their intentions or actions at this time. So pile two's person's intentions. What are their intentions? All right, we have an Ace of Wands come flipping out. That is a new passionate beginning. We have the Ace of Cups and the Star. Holy cow, okay. They definitely intend to have a new emotional beginning. They're very hopeful, very optimistic. This also is about healing. That Aquarius energy has come up 3 times so far in your reading. Intentions. 8 of Wands and rapid change, communication quickly. And we have a 6 of Wands, recognition. So I think this person has a lot of intentions to have some sort of new beginning. This really makes sense with the no contact situation. If you're in a minimal contact, or maybe you're just watching about anyone, this could just be moving to the next phase, a fresh start, coming through, recognizing this, being hopeful, all these kinds of energies. So again, this feels really, really good for some shifts and some changes going on, especially with this 8 of Wands showing up. Again, that's rapid change. That's forward momentum. That also can be about travel. So someone, if they need to travel to you, there could be like a plan around that, because we have 2 new beginnings here. And again, this came out with this very hopeful, optimistic energy that's popped up throughout your reading. So I really, really love this for you guys. It's looking very favorable to, again, shifts and changes. I'm going to move on to our song cards and some message cards. And then I'll also pull extra confirmations for those that enjoy that. And a friendly reminder, I do personal readings. If you want a personal view instead of just a general view, you can find my booking information in the description box. But anyway, so back to your song. So with the song cards, if you know the song, awesome. And if you don't, and you feel really compelled or drawn to one of the songs, look at the lyrics. There's going to be a message there for you. So that's the point of all these, is like to really, especially if there's a song that you don't know and you're like, I don't know, I feel drawn to that song, or when she said that name, or when I read it, I'm going to look that up and read the lyrics and see what your person wants to say. So we have You Were Meant for Me by Jewel. We have A See Few by Juan Gabriel. Hopefully I'm not saying that wrong. We have Familiar Feeling by Kat the Dreamer. We have Hideaway by Grace Vanderwall. Wide Awake, Luna Coil, and Disarm by Smashing Pumpkins. Interesting, interesting. These two make me smile about a couple I know that watches my readings, so they know who they are if they're watching. All right, yeah, so those are your song cards. If you guys want to screenshot, look them up, look at the lyrics, even if it's a song that you've heard many of times, but you might be surprised. Like, I feel really like, I don't normally push this. You know, I always just suggest you guys do whatever you want with this, but for some reason I feel like somebody out there, like if you've never done it and you're like, fine, I'll go look it up, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. So there you go with that. All right, let's get some message cards. What deck am I looking for? I see a certain deck in my head, but I don't, what did I do with it? Oh, there it is. I need to reorganize my message card section. All right, this is Love Notes. These are no communication edition, so we'll see. These are from Etsy. Most of my, if you guys, like most of you guys ask about them, most of the message cards I have are from Etsy, so you can just put love message cards, Oracle, Tarot, whatever, and you find a lot of really cool independent decks out there. Support some local people. All right, it says, I'll make it up if you let me. I promise you that I'm going to be better. I'm not sure that I feel the way I once did. Why do I keep messing things up? Again, there's that self-sabotage kind of vibe. Heal, my friend, and you won't self-sabotage anymore. Okay. I don't want to lose your love. I'm afraid I might lose you. And just like the rest of these general readings, not every one of these may fit for you. So if something doesn't feel right, just let that go. I have a little gnat flying around. Go somewhere else, little dude. All right. I'm realizing your love was holding me together. Goodness. Okay. I know I keep giving you mixed signals. I know I can be hot and cold. Yes, I do want to be with you. I don't know why I let you go. Please forgive me. I do miss talking to you. The thought of you with someone else drives me insane. And I see a future when I look into your eyes. And I'm so lost right now, and I'm confused. So those are those messages. All right, I'm going to pull a couple more. Ooh, have these all mixed in. All right. It says, I want to fight for this connection. I just don't know how. I seek strength and courage. All right, let's get some of these. Pile 2 messages. Thank you for your beautiful presence in my life. 1,000 lifetimes with you would never be enough. It's like we share the same mind and heart. You feel like the sweetest home I've ever known. I can't bear to build it all again and watch it all wash away. I was not looking for something like this. I still have so much to accomplish before I can be what you deserve. My stomach's growling. Sorry, guys. I'm hungry for you. No. All right. That's the bulk of our reading. I'm going to move into extra confirmations. Friendly reminder, the extra confirmations are solely just for those that are like, I'm not sure, those kinds of things. Because I do have a lot of people in the comments that are like, I went and looked for their initials in the ending and they weren't any of them, so I didn't watch the video. And it's like, you're supposed to trust your intuition here. This is for people that are unsure, and it's supposed to come at the end for a reason. So, I mean, you guys can do what you want, but I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not trusting your intuition. Just if you're looking for their initials in each pile and that's how you're picking. Again, you can do what you want, but every time I see that, I'm always like, oh, well, you know, they're just kind of for fun and extra for people that listened to the reading and were like, I'm not sure, I need a little bit more, and that's what this purpose is. So it almost makes me want to like not do it. By the way, I just looked up in 11:11 on my little clock. It almost makes me want to not do it if you guys are just doing that. So again, do what you want, but please trust your intuition. All right. For those that need extra confirmation that this was indeed their reading, that's what this is for. Woo! Okay, we have Taurus. We have Jupiter, so Sagittarius energy. And we have the 5th house, which is Leo. So someone could have Jupiter in the 5th house in Taurus. This is very expansive kind of energy. Just feeling lucky around this person. There also could be children involved in this connection. All right, let's get some more. I just realized that I'm recording this on a morning that my lawn people come, so I need to hurry up and finish this before they come by my window. All right, there could be a long distance connection here. We have the compass, or someone could travel a lot. We have Pisces and Gemini showing up. All right, we have tattoos, so someone could be a tattoo artist, have a very definitive tattoo. We have Taurus again. We have third party. We have from the past, either this life or another. We have Sagittarius, and we have F-boy repellent. All right, and let's get some letters for those that need extra confirmation. This could be your initials, their initials, a location. They spell words. Sometimes I channel names. Depends on my vibe that day. Ooh, we have a K, an I, an L, an E. Kind of like Kyle. Okay. A, Kylie, Kyle. Another K, Kat, Catherine. Sorry, so we have X, A, T, and an O. We have a lot of vowels. I usually have like it's either I have no vowels or all the vowels. Tay, Taylor, Talon, Taylor, Leah. Maybe someone has an ox. Axe, Axel. Kate, Cat, Kellen, Keely, Ada. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end this here because I can hear the long guys coming up. So there you guys go. There are your extra confirmations. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading versus just a general reading, you can find my booking information link in the description box below. So as always, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You picked this lovely The Lovers sticker here, kind of book-esque sticker. And we are going over what is happening with your person, what's going on with your person. I am reading this from a no contact or minimal contact perspective, but you can really watch this for anyone. That's completely up to you. Totally fine. I'm going to start with a quick energy check-in. If you know this is your spot, you're not worried about it, and you don't want the energy check-in, feel free to scroll through till you see me start pulling from this tarot. I also want to give a nod to Gemini because the Lovers is associated with that. So, but for those who enjoy the energy check-in, let's start there. So energy check-in, pile 3. So the point of the energy check-in is for something, if not all of this, to resonate for you, your situation, or your person. So pile 3. Pile 3 energy check-in. Pile 3 energy check-in. One more. You could also ask your guides, higher self, the universe, for signs and synchronicities within the reading as well. All right, so we have glow up. So someone could be recently glowing up. You're vibing high, you're stepping out, you're stepping into your most authentic self. You could feel like you've been going through a glow up. We have home. Maybe some of you guys are glowing up at home or glowing up. Maybe someone got like a new house or is just fixing things around home. This also is related for me to like the 4th house is very home related and relates to Cancer. There also could just be a home connection. These don't have to relate to each other. We have first house. So this is associated with Aries. It says first house represents yourself, your body and physical appearance. It shows how others see you and your approach to anything new in the world. It's the number 28 is on this card, so that could be relevant for someone. So again, first house, you know, very self-focused, maybe self and home, those kinds of things. We have play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. So there could be a kind of a fun play hard, like work hard, play hard kind of vibe going on within the connection, or previously if you are in no contact. We also have, we have revenge. It says patterns, enjoying the show, getting even, childish behavior. Take that if it fits, for however it fits for you. Again, not all of this may fit, but then we also have love. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. So if any of that rings true for you in your situation, we're going to jump right in. Again, we had the lovers here, Gemini associated kind of vibe. Also book lovers with the books, but all my opening cards today were stickers that I got from a really cool thrift bookstore that's local here. So very book talk-esque, if you will. All right, so let's see what is going on with pile three's person. And depending on what comes up is where I'll take this reading. Kind of fly by the seat of my pants with this one. All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. So things are shifting, changing. This can usually be seen as good luck. There could be a change of heart, just because we do have a heart highlighted and shifting, like the wheels are turning. This also can be associated with karma. Maybe someone's getting what they deserve or something like that. Maybe, you know, karma's showing them a different perspective because of some things that happened, but we'll see what else comes out. But ultimately, this is typically about a shift. So something's shifting with your person or in their life. We have the Queen of Wands. So this is very fiery energy. If you're, you know, relate to, you know, a fire sign, very drawn into the fact that she has like almost like a peacock skirt. Sorry for being distracted. I'm going to wait on that one just to kind of see, but this could also be about stepping into passion, creativity, confidence. Your person could just be kind of vibing that way. We have the Moon. So Pisces energy here. This is about, you know, sometimes hidden truths, the fear of being seen, but also working through fears to step into the light. We have the Knight of Swords, so some sort of communication. There's verbiage on this skirt, and the only part I can make out is right is worth the cost. So, but let's clarify these. There with the angel, or the white feather being here, it gives me kind of, you know, angel wing or angel feathers. Oh, as I'm recording this, it's 111. I always show you guys when I notice those, and I feel like I only notice my clock when it's at those. But anyways, so 111 could be important, or new beginnings, you know, self, that first house, you know, maybe focus on self. But anyway, so back to the white feather. Some of you guys could be getting white feathers as signs of synchronicities, but this also could be about divine timing. But I feel like with this Knight of Swords is, you know, typically our action and communication or thoughts. So, but let's clarify all these to get a better picture. What is going on with this person? Can we clarify this Wheel of Fortune, this change? Two of Swords. Okay. We had this in the same position in one of the other piles. I just can't remember which pile that was. We have a Four of Swords. Okay. Different storylines kind of coming up. We have the World. And we have two that fell on the ground, so we're going to take those. We have the King of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. And what's our overall energy is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands can be about friction, it can be about competition. We do have this person playing this chessboard, so someone could be kind of being strategic. I don't always read that with Five of Wands. Did I say Five of Swords earlier? I apologize. Five of Wands. But this also can be about challenges, obstacles, sports, rivalry, things like that. But, you know, competition, friction. Put this right here. So what is going on with your person? I do think that this person may have had a change of heart about a choice they made, or if they've been unable to make a choice in the past, that's changing, that's shifting. So take that for how it fits. Again, remember, these are general readings. I try to touch on as much as I'm getting. But basically either a shift around a choice they've made or a shift to make a choice. This Queen of Wands with the Four of Swords is interesting energy. So, you know, I was kind of read this, I wasn't sure quite how to read that. They're also like, because this is about, you know, stepping into your power, you know, confidence. But this is the Four of Swords, which is a card of inaction. It's a card of rest. It's a card of contemplation. So I really think that this person actually is holding back from stepping into that. Like maybe like they're like, wait a second, do I need to chill a little bit with whatever fire I was following before? That's the storyline that kind of popped up as I pulled that. So this moon and the world. Wow. Okay. A very specific message is coming through. I'm going to say it. It might not be for everybody. There's a shift in this person where maybe they came through egoic, or from an ego, or like how people saw them, you know, maybe like having, like needing to put on a front in their past, like, you know, keeping up with the Joneses kind of vibe. And now this person is shifting. They're like holding that back, going, wait, you know, I need to be authentic. I need to step in. They're closing out the cycle around their fear of being fully seen. And I do think that's really what's shifting in this person. Maybe, you know, you were one that always saw them, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and saw that they were worth the value to begin with. You loved them in an unconditional way, and maybe they didn't appreciate that in the past, but now they're shifting and seeing the importance of being true to yourself, being true to what you need, and how you're seen is the best way to be. But I do think there is some fighting with themselves on that, or competing with others still kind of there. Like there's this sense of like, I want to be myself, but I also feel like I'm still trying to keep up with this mask that I wore before. But again, the cycle of being, the fear around being seen, that's closing out. The world is a sense of completion. And then we have the Knight of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. So this is a new beginning, communication and thought. I do think that this person is wanting to communicate in a very solid, stable way with that King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is kind of like our sugar daddy of the tarot. I can't not say that, ever since like a friend sent me a meme about that, and I thought it was like the funniest thing ever. But I was like, hey, it's kind of true. But ultimately, I don't know why I went down that tangent, but maybe someone relates to a sugar daddy scenario. I don't know. The King of Pentacles is a very solid, abundant energy. It's, you know, practical leader and a wise investor. So, but this person is having new ideas around what they want to invest in, what brings them abundance, what they attribute abundance to. Again, there feels like there's a shift in personality, how they're showing up. That's all what's kind of going on with this person. They could be, you know, fighting with somebody about something. Or again, I keep getting drawn away from the idea of what this typically means, back to my guides are just like almost circling the chess. So I feel like this person is playing like possibly playing the long game, you know, like they're trying to figure out their next move. And maybe that's where they're halted and they're trying to figure out. We have the Four of Cups, which can be about a missed opportunity. We have a Five of Pentacles, feeling left out, very, you know, abandonment issue, so, or energy, sorry. So there's a shift. I think this person's trying to be more authentic to themselves. They're trying to figure out their next step, because they're still very much entrenched in whatever this world that they had to put this front for. Okay. Kind of want to see what realizations that they had about you as the viewer, because this is very much just kind of feels like, I think pile 1 was very much what's going on with them in their life. Pile 2 was very focused on the viewer. And here we are at 3 is very much just what's going on in their life. So let's see if they've had any realizations around you or the connection or anything like that. So pile 3, what realizations has pile 3 had about our viewer? Ooh, we have the Lovers and the Queen of Wands coming out together. So they've had realizations around their partnership, how they're showing up, maybe how you guys saw things differently. This cat has 2 different color eyes. So there could be a shift in perspective, because I'm being very drawn into the eyes of this cat about what, you know, connection means to them. Also, again, about a choice. If this person chose something else, because the Lovers can be about a choice. You know, maybe they chose somebody else that was a fire sign or something like that, you know, and it feels like there's a realization around that. Again, that's very specific. That's a one-off. So if it's for you, take it. If it's not, don't worry about it. So yeah, there's a realization around, you know, their connections in their life and what brings them that vibrancy, that fire, but also having a different either perspective or a change in perspective. Maybe someone has 2 different color eyes, like heterochromia, but all right, let's see. That's too many. What other realizations has this person had, please, about the viewer? This person is having a lot of realizations around what they've kept hidden. That's kind of coming into this moon, and how they want this fresh start, how they want to be, how they want to show up, how they want this new beginning. You know, I think they've realized that hiding who they were, again, that just, it's re-emphasizing this, but possibly even hiding who they were from you, or not even like being authentic or having something with you. Again, a lot of this energy feels very hidden. So I don't know if this was like a relationship for some of you that had to be kept hidden for whatever reason, but it feels like I'm realizing that, you know, that kind of kept me stuck here, and I really want to shine with this and have some sort of something real, something tangible with that Ace of Pentacles. What other realizations? I don't know, I keep getting 2 cards, but then we have, yeah, they want a new passionate beginning with you. So we have 2 new beginnings popping up here. You know, so they, you know, it looks good for rekindling or moving something to the next phase. I know some of you guys are watching from a different perspective. So if you're with somebody, this could be a shift into the next phase, or restarting or something along those lines. All right, let's see. Let's look into their feelings towards you. There's a lot of passion here, but I don't have a lot of insight to feelings. So let's see. Could get insight to how they're feeling towards the viewer at this time. Oof, they're feeling heartbroken, deeply sad, or deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving, and despair. So if you guys are in separation, they are heartbroken about it. Someone may play the piano. I'm very drawn into the piano keys here, so that might be a sign for somebody. Okay. How else are they feeling about the viewer? Whatever this one is. The chaser, fear of abandonment, that was in here. Chasing, codependent. They could feel like they're chasing you. Maybe some of you guys are in a runner-chaser dynamic and things have shifted or switched. They are afraid of losing this because they have that afraid, and that could be where this heartbrokenness is, where it's like, I'm trying to chase this, but when you're chasing, it's because you don't have it and you can't hold it, and you're trying to get it, right? So that's the energy this person's in. Feeling towards the viewer, please. Mirroring each other. So you guys are having mirrored feelings. So however you're feeling, they're feeling. So if I'm reading this and you're like, oh, she's reading me, you guys could be just mirroring each other. A lot of people ask, like, if you're watching a reading and you feel like the reader is reading you, then sometimes that, and you're very drawn to that, there's typically that happens when your guides, higher self, whatever, however you want to feel, the universe wants you to understand something about yourself, maybe your own patterns, maybe things that could be keeping you blocked and things like that. So just keep that in mind. Or just understanding something, or you could be mirroring the person, you just don't realize it. But this says mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, and inner wounds. So you've held up a mirror to this person. You know, if this separation could have really highlighted some wounds, you know, needing to go within, needing to heal themselves. We do have cutting out separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. So if you are in a separation, that's very fitting here. All right, I want to see this person's intentions towards you at this time. All right, I get pile 3's intentions. I need to shuffle this really good. I forgot to shuffle it after the last reading. Un momento for the Lohr. Okay. Can I get insight to this person's intentions toward the viewer? 10 of Cups. Okay, this is a big emotional depth energy. So deep, you know, fulfillment. So their intention is to go after that. Maybe share that. Maybe explain their feelings. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands again. Maybe someone watching you guys are the Queen of Wands. And maybe, you know, I kind of didn't talk about this. If you relate to the Queen of Wands, they could be just resting on this right now. Again, there could be a separation for a reason. Now, the intention is to invest time in this Queen of Wands energy. You don't have to be a Queen of Wands, but the energy of that, investing time in that, investing in the passion, investing in the confidence, investing. So their intentions are to put their energy towards passionately going towards something, but in an deeply emotional way. What was this? And the Wheel of Fortune, shift and change. Wow. Okay. And then we have a 6 of Cups, which can be reunion energy. This is soul level connection energy coming back around, possibly wanting to give a gift, because this guy is giving a gift to this girl. This also can be about healing inner childhood wounds. So there could be intention of shifting and healing things from their past, but definitely big shifts are coming, and that's their intention, is to shift and change. And the Wheel of Fortune, you know, whatever this change was, they're shifting and changing. So that is that. So that part of the reading. We're going to move into our song cards and our message cards. So with the song cards, if you know the song, cool. It relates, it's awesome. If you don't and you feel drawn to one of the cards, look at the lyrics. You don't have to listen to the song if you don't want to, but the lyrics are supposed to be a message from them. Okay, we have Weightless by Arlo Parks. Songbird, Fleetwood Mac, Christine McVie, which is in Fleetwood Mac, but I think she's the singer of that one. We have Shallow by Lady Gaga. Listen to Your Heart, Roxette. Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic, The Police, and Heaven by Callum Scott. So guys, there are your song cards. If you want to take a screenshot, pick a song, listen to all the songs, read all the songs, however you want to do that, there will be a message for you in there from your person. And then we're going to also get some message cards. These ones are from more of a separation perspective, but let's see. Message cards for pile 3. Message cards for pile 3. I've been thinking about how I can fix things between us. Parts of me are broken, and I'm afraid that I might hurt you if I show you them. My heart is yearning for you. I tried to replace you, then I realized you're irreplaceable. Now you're gone. I'm really sorry about everything. You are the one that I've been looking for my whole life. Babe, I love you and I want to be with you. I need more time to heal and love myself. This is hard for me. I'm struggling. Sometimes I think you can be a little controlling. That pushes me away. All right, let's get a couple more. Oops, we have one from another deck, but we're going to use it. My body is consumed with desire whenever we are together. You are so sexy. All right. I never truly moved on, even though it appears so. Nobody is like you. You are unexpected and you are special. My pride and ego led us astray. Each day I think about how it would be if we were together. One day we'll be ready. I will be ready to surrender. A part of me died when I let you go. One more. You made me see the side of me that I've grown to hate. And you held up a mirror to this person. All right, so that is the bulk of our reading. We're going to move into extra confirmations for those that enjoy that. If you're interested in a personal reading versus just a general reading, you can find my booking information in the description box or the link to my booking information. I do live readings twice a week, or I can do recorded readings based off of questions and a little bit of background. So depending on your schedule and money situation, there's a lot of different price points on there. All right, so let's move into confirmations. For those that need extra confirmation, this is indeed their person. Can we please provide that? And I will say I set the intention for someone who watched this reading, and if they're like, I need a little extra for that information to come up. So if people, I've been reading a lot of comments where people just look for their person's initials and then watch that reading. You're not trusting your intuition, and that's the intentions that are set, so I just don't want you to miss a reading because you're only looking for their initials and not finding them. So I just want to say that. All right, so we have first house Aries, we have Pisces, and we have Jupiter, so Sagittarius connection. So yeah, okay. And Sag and Pisces, right? Yeah, so Sag and Pisces, so we already have Pisces on here. We have that first house energy again. All right, let's get some more zodiacs. Does it need extra confirmation? All right, we have Aries again, Pisces again. Wow, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. All right, let's get some more of these. Extra confirmations. Oh, we got a lot. We have the mountains could be a connection. Unique smile. Could be a family connection. We have Virgo showing up. We have friends and family connection in Asia. All right, and let's get some letters. For those that need extra confirmation that this is indeed their person. And again, if nothing pops up here, but you know this is your reading, just take that. All right, we have D, 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 so triple D, S, L, A, R, A, and Y. So we definitely have Ray here. Hearing Raymond, Davis, Dave, Sad, Sadie, Andy, Addie. Maybe someone's a dad. I don't know. I know there's lots of names that I'm probably missing or things. So if you see anything that relates for you, just take that, please. And now and always, I appreciate you guys being here with me. So it gives me energy to read. So thank you so much. And I hope you guys have a good week. And I look forward to seeing you in a future reading. Bye, guys.